Hello everybody, Sifd here again, and today we're playing Alchemortis. The game is not an incremental, it's actually a roguelike inventory management game. So we're back to that aspect of the game, but the difference here is we're going to be alchemizing our items and creating our own items. We're going to begin with the Necromancer. Our passive is that minions have 50% crit chance, and we begin with 2 minions that every 3 seconds deal 4 damage. Let's get into this and let's begin the run. So I will explain what the alchemizing actually means, because that's the main aspect of the game. So early game, I would say we go to the obelisk. I'm not really sure what the obelisk does. We're gonna go to the obelisk, but we have to choose a path. I can either go the quick path like boom boom, or I can go here, here, and here. I would say let's go the round path, more choices this way. This is booster. This is pretty much an item. So this is gonna guarantee items with innate, undead, and bleeding. Maybe I'm gonna do bleeding build. I don't know. We're gonna see. So the choices are the following. I either choose between 5 and keep 1, choose between 4 and keep 2, choose between 3 and keep 3. So just get 3 items. Bleed items, that is. This is obviously the most valuable one. But maybe I should go with undead because I'm already an undead. Let's try to do an undead build, whatever that shall mean. And these are the 4 choices. First of all, I got an instant full board item here. Skeleton Dragon, every 11 seconds. Innate, protects to adjacent allies items. Echo, what does that even mean? Protects to adjacent allies. Echo, look how many things we have to read here. We're gonna just read the protects, to be honest. Projects. Oh, project abilities are temporarily added to an item and disappear after the item executes. Abilities that are projected onto an item via a passive ability do not disappear. One ability chosen at random will be executed again. Okay, so that means that everything around it is gonna execute 2 of their abilities whenever they execute. So the main thing is that when the thing executes, when a thing executes, it executes everything from top to bottom. So this thing, first of all, has an innate, so everything around is gonna execute an ability twice. Then also another innate, paralyze enemy undead minions for 2.4 seconds. So opponents are gonna start, if they have minions, are gonna be stunned, and then deals 15 damage, apply 16 burn, apply 6 poison, and it also has a passive immune to paralysis and immune to exhaust. Paralysis means that it doesn't get used. Exhaust means it literally disables itself. And then it has 5 empty slots. That's going to be important from alchemizing. So this is most likely what we're going to get. Staff of Vela. For each unique, every 5 seconds, for each unique status applied by allied items since last execution, apply 3 stacks of that status. Okay, that's nice. So if we apply poison, burn, and I don't know, something else. Fire, for example, poison, burn, and fire. I mean, fire is burn. Whatever, if we execute 3 debuffs, then this is gonna apply another 3 debuffs of those things. That's nice. Inflict 4 damage to self. That's an instant no. Also, this is not an undead. I'm not seeing the tag. You see that the top there is this bone tag? It has this. These don't have it. It's a bug. Deal 4 damage. Echo if the board contains multiple Corvid items. And this is the Corvid item. So the idea is if I have 2 or more Corvid, it's gonna start firing multiple times. We're gonna go with Skeleton Dragon and the Staff of Vela. These 2 are the most insane ones. We're gonna begin with the inventory right away, having a Corvid Dragon. So here is the alchemy board, by the way. Let me explain what that means. I can put the Skeleton Dragon here. And the Warrior, for example. Or you know what? Forget the Warrior. And the Staff of Vela. Right? And then this here says, this item will gain 3 abilities and will have 1 ability replaced, because it's gonna get 3 of these 6 abilities. It might get innate project adjacent allies. It might get innate paralyze enemy minions. It might get deal 15 damage. It might get apply 16 burn. It might get anything. And this thing says at the top, this item will gain 1 ability. That 1 ability is gonna be this thing's 1 ability. The ability that says, for each unique status applied by ally items since last execution, 3 of that status. So, in general, that is the madness and the insane things you do in the game. I'm not gonna do that yet. But now I'm just gonna put my dragon on my board. And we're gonna go with a dragon that every 11 seconds shoots 15 damage, 16 fire, 6 poison. By the way, I want to mention here that poison... Fire deals 1 fire damage every 1 second and reduced by 0.1 for every 10 stacks of fire. And it increases every 1 second by 1 every 8 seconds. It never expires, so fire is forever damage. And poison does 1 poison damage every 0.4 plus 1 additional 1 for every 15 stacks. The stack amount decayed by 1 for each stack. So the main idea is if you have, for example, 15 poison, it goes 2 at a time. If you have 30 poison, it goes 3 at a time. So the more poison you go, the faster it goes. And the same goes with fire. Any debuff here is the more you have, the more it goes. Let's go into our very first fight. I'm already explaining a bunch, but I'm not gone into the Autobattler aspect of the game. So this guy deals 2 damage per enemy 1 by 1 item, so it does nothing, and apply to bleed. Heal 3 and passive gain 10% crit chance, also does nothing. Yeah, and then apply 1 armor per allied alchemist. So this guy's gonna do nothing other than bleed us. And bleed is that we take additional damage. Yeah, we take additional damage when we take physical, but he's not gonna attack us. It says deal 2 damage per enemy 1 by 1, so, and I have 0. Let's go. He should do literally nothing. Literally not a single thing. Okay, he heals 3 and applies to bleed to us, but it's irrelevant because he does not attack us for the bleed to me matter. We have now 3, and boom, we're just in 24 burn. Yeah, he's gonna be slowly burning 1, and it's gonna start becoming 2 at some point. 2, now it's 2. 1, 2, 2, now the burn is 2, and he took even more, and he's gone. And we got some coins, and we have a choice between 3 items. Altar of Infusion, innate passive, projects 2 items that are both left adjacent and right adjacent. This item executes again 1 time. Oh, wow, okay. And you can see where it means. 2 items that are both left and right adjacent, so it means in between. Yeah, any item that is both left and right gets this passive. And the only thing that's gonna have that is in here, because it's left to it and right to it. So this means that I can have like a legendary item here, or I could put, for example, the Staff of Vela in the middle of this, and then that thing's gonna execute twice. Or just saying, I can transfer this passive to something else. This thing, Wellspring Egg, innate, hatches after 4 combat victories, 4 victories remaining, and we don't know what this is gonna be. Hellspawn Egg, and it also has 4 empty abilities. So other than that, innate, it can, you know, have all the other abilities that are gonna do something, so it's not useless. Gorgon Head, paralyze 2 random enemy minions items for 1.2 seconds and projects to allies ritual items. To allied ritual items deal 6 damage. Ritual items are none. We don't have ritual items. I would like to get hey, hatches after 4 combats. Also innate, I think, means that it cannot innate abilities cannot be copied, replaced, or transferred to other items via alchemy. But I can do this, for example, and then send this in, and also send this in. And now the egg is gonna gain 2 abilities, and it's gonna be for each unique status effect applied and deal 4 damage. And if I do this, it's gonna become deal 4 damage, and if you need a unique status effect, and then this is gonna start doing, you know, smack damage. But I think I would like to put some better passives on the egg. I don't really enjoy this. We're not really a debuff build. I'm okay with the dragon we have. Still deals 15 damage, 16 burn, 6 poison. The 6 poison is the weakest one. Immune to paralyze, immune to exhaust, and paralyze opponents. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's go to Obelisk. Max health increase. No, I think Obelisk is max size increase, but I'm not really sure. Nope, I don't know what this is. Transform 2 nearby encounters into an upgrade encounter. All nearby item and upgrade encounters will upgrade items twice. Okay. Transform 2 nearby encounters into booster encounters. All nearby booster encounters will offer 1 enemy faction item. No. Booster is the inventory thing. Transform 3 nearby encounters into combat encounters. All nearby combat is gonna give us more money. Now we're gonna go with upgrade encounters will upgrade twice. That sounds completely insane. Whoop. Nice. And whoop. Okay, a bit unlucky there. Now I'm borderline forced to go to the right, or I could go left into alchemical regions, fight, and items. Items will be upgraded twice. Man, imagine if the encounter was here, I would have gone through that. Booster is poison, regent, or alchemical. And then fight over there. Let's go alchemical region. Let's go this path. Let's go left path. Although this is 1, 2, 3, and this is 1, 2, 3, and this looks like a better path for less, right? Because this is deeper in the run, and I would like to not go that deep. Actually, I can go 1, 2, 3. Let's do that. Let's go alchemical here. Alchemical is just items. Increase alchemy board size temporarily, does not stack with other board size increases. This makes the alchemy board thing, where you alchemize stuff. First of all, let's sell one of these. These sells for 3. So you can alchemize more stuff together is the main play. Alchemy, adjacent non-regent items will not be altered by alchemy. So this means that you will not lose abilities from an item, but you will transfer those abilities to something else. That's useful. No fire abilities of adjacent items will be replaced. That's extremely good if you go for a fire build. Yeah, alchemy, adjacent non-regent items will not be altered. Nice. Alchemy items gain additional 50% crit chance. That's also pretty much free. So now what I'm thinking is the following. I do this. Okay, so do you see how this doesn't fit with that? Right? The main idea here is you first use an orchid. So this is gonna make the board bigger, and then I'm gonna throw these two in. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. So let's throw in the orchid here, which is gonna make this board bigger. Pull up. And now I'm gonna do a U and U. And now this here says that it gains nothing. And this says it will gain 4 abilities. And those 4 abilities are going to be random. It might get immune to exhaust, it might get immune to paralysis, it might get poison, it might get fire, it might get damaged, it might get anything other than the innates. And honestly, I think that's the play, because if this thing, which has... Oh, 66.6 second cooldown. Wait a minute, that means this is never gonna fire. But do I want to transfer, like, fire, poison, and whatnot? Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Let's do the transfer here. This is not gonna gain anything, we're not gonna lose anything. We're just gonna transfer a bunch of good abilities to this boy. Items gain 50% additional crit chance. That could also just join. It's free crit chance for the dragon specifically. Both of them are gonna get the buff. And these I don't care about. For example, if I throw this in, then this is gonna say, then this is gonna say it will gain the damage ability. But I don't want the damage ability. It feels weak. The apply status is good though. I'm thinking I go here. Yes. Adjacent non-region items will not be altered by alchemy. Alchemy. Adjacent non-region items will not be altered by alchemy. No, that's not what I want. I'm thinking that I would like to not lose the ability that's going to be replaced here. Let's YOLO it. Let's just combine everything and see what we get. The dragon might... the dragon's gonna get this ability. That's the important part. For each unique status applied by allied items since last execution. Does that count itself? Maybe it counts itself. That's a heavy YOLO. And this guy lost its ability. Immune to paralysis, immune to exhaust. Apply 6 poison, deal 15 damage. This guy got... For each unique stats applied, get the 3, yep. Immune to poison, paralysis, and exhaust 15. And this guy got the for each unique status effect applied, apply 3. So this guy became pretty much useless. I mean, pretty much useless is an overstatement. 6 poison, 15 damage is decent. Still have the dragon. I think we're gonna go egg and Staff of Vela as my next build. And let's continue on. And let's go right side here. If anything, I wouldn't to start scaling the egg, and I don't think the opponents even do anything. Heal for 8 each turn, apply 10 blind. Nah, you know what? Let's try to start leveling up the dragon's egg. How will I fit the dragon on my inventory though? Well, we have single spotters. Yeah, this doesn't really fit. I don't even have 9 on the inventory, and you cannot do this really. But what you can do is this. No. Is this. What? Why does the swap not happen? There is no swapping in this game. Okay, so I will need to sell something because we have inventory issues. That's bad. I need to sell 2 items, or at least 2 spoilers. Let's sell the Skeleton Warrior. You guys go here. We have inventory issues. Unless I could have opened the alchemy board. Yeah, I could have opened the alchemy board. Well, I sold something that I didn't need to, but it's okay. You join. You also join. Are these two together gonna beat the boss? I'm pretty sure they are gonna beat this guy. This deals... Actually, this is 6 poison and 15 damage every 5 seconds. That should be enough. Apply 10 blind, seconds paralysis to random enemy item on the edge of the board. Apply 10% blind. 0.9 seconds paralysis. You are immune to paralysis. Heal 8 instead of just... You know what? This guy does nothing. Let's go. This is a pre-win for my health spawn. Let's actually even speed through this. He literally does nothing. Yep, boom. Oh, he did actually 6 poison. No, 6 poison, this is baseline. So that means the staff cannot do its own thing. Paralyze 2 random enemy minions, items for 1.2 seconds. Projects to deal ritual items, deal damage. Paralyze adjacent items for 1.2 and heal ourselves. Swarm, apply 1 bleed. And swarm means when a swarm ability executes, it triggers a random swarm ability on another allied item. So it's just chain reaction of events. Bleed is the opponent takes more damage. I would say we get the golden head for the 3 coins, so I can just sell it. Not sure I'm gonna actually add that to the build. Let's go item upgrading. And I would say I should upgrade either the dragon. I would say the skeleton dragon, honestly. Boom. And it's gonna happen again, right? Or did it just happen twice on the spot? Well, this now does 20 fire damage, 21 damage, and 8 poison. And apply 5 stacks of the previous debuff. Okay, this is completely insane. This is becoming actually insane. Let's sell the dragon, the Gorgon head. Let's go here. I'm gonna stick to the dragon. Let's go obelisk. I'm really not sure when I upgrade my board. Transform 3 nearby encounters into combat encounters and they give us more money. Transform 1 encounter into an artifact encounter. All nearby artifact encounters will allow you to choose an additional artifact. Extremely busted. Artifacts are broken in this game. Transform 2 nearby encounters into an upgrade encounter. Again. Skipping gain 5, definitely no. Can I see the map? I don't think I can see the map. I think artifacts are busted. So let's go artifacts. Okay, and I'm forced into that, and I just got 2 artifacts back to back here. This is completely insane. I think this alone might break the game. So, all allied items with empty ability slots gain innate damage when spending a resurrection stone. I'm not gonna sacrifice it. Booster packs offer 1 additional item, that's free. Reagents have a 25% chance to be applied twice when using alchemy. That's the... yeah, that's stuff like crit chance and whatnot. I'm thinking about the reroll for 10, but booster packs for an additional item, that's money. Might as well go with this. I could have picked one and then rerolled. Okay, that's good to know. I was a bit too eager there to press the buttons. So I'm gonna pick one and reroll if I don't want both. Every 5 times fire damage is dealt, double the fire damage applied. Okay, that's really good for a fire build, and I should go for a fire build. I mean, this guy is mainly the fire thing. Poison. Yeah, you know what? I can, by the way, alchemize this with this again, and it's gonna flippity-flop the items around, so I can re-alchemize things again and again until I get fire on this. Health no longer restores after combat or events. All allied items gain heal that increase for each time the item has been alchemized. Okay. I don't like it, though. Increase item tier cap by 1. This is tier 3. You know what? We're gonna go item tier cap and fire damage. So we're gonna try to do fire build. Doubling the opponent fire is gonna be insane. Board size is here. Now I know when it happens. First we're gonna go to the... by the way you increase the board size here is you go to a side. I'm gonna go right, I would say, or left, it's the same thing. Because we want to put in the Staff of Allah. Apply 6 poison. And once again, I can do this again. And this will gain 4 abilities, which are these 4 abilities. It's gonna become immune to paralysis and immune to exhaust twice, which is a bit useless. It's gonna get poison and damage again. And this thing is gonna replace all 4 of its abilities, and it might roll the fire, it might roll the poison, it might roll the... for each unique status applied an item since last execution, apply 5 stacks of that status. So, I think this is a good play. This transferring immune and paralysis over is a bit useless because it's gonna have it twice. But this gaining better ability, specifically if it rolls the 20 fire or the reapply 5 of the stack, that would be best. Poison is not really what we're in, so let's actually YOLO here and alchemize. It's very YOLO heavy on the alchemize anyway. And this guy, as I said, got immune to poison and whatnot twice and got poison and damage, and this got 16 fire and applies 3 stacks, so that's perfect. That's literally perfect, and it has 15 damage. This is a very good item right now. This high rolled like crazy. Now the question is, do I need the dragon for the next 2-3 fights, or should I go for the egg hatch? I'm starting to think I should go for the egg hatch, to be honest. After 4 combats, 3 victories remaining, I think I should go with the egg hatch. Safe bet. We can definitely win the fights with these. Let's go right side. And actually, we need 1-2 fights. Don't go sharp. Yeah, let's go 2 fights. So I get the quest faster. So we learn what's inside of the egg. This guy does 4 damage, okay. Heal 2, allied with damage passive. There are at least 3 adjacent non-clicking knowledge project items passive immune, okay, whatever. Dual damage, adjacent weapons. By 2 fire per allied item with fire ability on the left edge of the board. I think we have this. 15 damage and 16 fire is insane. That alone should give us the win. This snap alone is very busted. Boom, 27 fire right away, by the way. 46 fire right away. I'm almost dying. 65 fire. 2 over. It's a race. And we won. I think we got a full heal at each fight. Yeah, full heal. Deal 12 damage if there is at least 1 fungus and apply 2 poison. Apply 1 armor plus 1 additional armor if there is an adjacent minion. For each time damage was taken in the status execution. Apply 2 fire and deal 4 armor damage. I like this the most. It applies to fire. Every 5 times fire damage is dealt. Double the fire damage applied. This is a minion though. So theoretically this apply 1 armor plus 1 additional armor for each adjacent minion for each time damage was taken in the last execution. This is gonna maybe save us. It's a 2.3 second cooldown. Let's get this. Let's get the safe choice. Let's go into the next fight. And let's put this plus 1 additional armor if there is an adjacent minion, which there is. This thing is a minion. Yep. Do we have this? Deal 2 damage per enemy 1 by 1 item. I mean, I have only 1. 3 armor per adjacent allied item that deals damage. Deal 4 damage into armor. Heal 1 per allied item with a damage ability above. Is there any chance we're gonna lose this fight? We might lose the fight. I don't think we will. I also now gain armor on top of everything else. 3 armor here. 20 burn, 47 burn. I like how the Hellspawn egg tries to slowly trickle up, and we won. Very nice. Burn is destroying these guys. I'm pretty sure when the dragon comes in, we're gonna be broken. Innate passive copies all damage abilities of adjacent allied items. On combat start, exhaust adjacent allied items that have damage abilities. Obviously, this does not work with immune to exhaust. Oh, this thing lost immune to exhaust, by the way. No, he has it. Immune to paralysis. Exhaust is it stops doing anything. Reduce the remaining cooldown of this item by 0.1 seconds whenever an allied item deals damage. Deal 6 damage and heal for the damage dealt. Okay, this thing is insane. Paralyze adjacent items for 1.2 seconds and heal 5 per paralyzed item. Alchemy. No armor abilities of adjacent items will be replaced by alchemy. You know what? I'm just gonna get this for the 4 coins it is valued at. We're gonna sell it, most likely. The ability is innate. I don't want to build on top of that. Let's go alchemy here. It's gonna give us a bunch of choices. Yeah, we're gonna sell this guy. Increase the alchemy board size. That's actually important. Remove all abilities from all items. That can literally clear out the dragon completely, so it only has the innate abilities. And then I can re-put abilities on top of it. Right? Like I can, for example, cleanse the dragon so it has all the slots. And then I will give it the fire from this, the immune to paralysis from this, the damage from this, and the execute thing. We're gonna lose the poison that it applies. Right? And then I can do that again, like literally twice alchemize that, and then the dragon's gonna have twice the fire, twice they apply the debuffs, twice immunity to paralysis, and twice. I like this as an idea, if that works as I'm thinking about it. Alchemy. No abilities of bottom adjacent non-reagent items will be replaced by alchemy. Adds the following ability to allied items. Apply 1 fire. Yeah, that's a free ability, I guess. 15% crit chance. Alchemy items cannot gain corrupt abilities. That's actually nice to have. No fire abilities of the adjacent items will be replaced. Okay, we're gonna just sell you. Sell you. You go down. You go up. You go up here. You go here. And you join. Because corruption is extremely bad. And we're gonna get this to sell it. Very nice. And now I'm gonna do the thing. So we go here. And here. So this is gonna clear every single item from this, every single ability other than the innate, right? The innates say that they are stuck forever. This cannot be copied, replaced, transferred to other items. Okay, so he's gonna lose everything. And he's gonna have 1, 2, 3. He's gonna have, still gonna maintain a level. Immune to paralysis, immune to exhaust. This guy's gonna make him immune to paralysis. It's not gonna be immune to exhaust. If an opponent with exhaust comes along, we're gonna die, but it's okay. But it will gain fire, the unique status multiplier, and damage. And those 3 are pretty powerful to have. We're gonna lose the poison also, but it's okay. So we're gonna combine these guys. Now that guy's gonna be a clean dragon. Right? Yep, it's a clean This became legendary somehow. Deal 1 true damage per 3 poison damage dealt since last execution. That's a bit bad because we're not poison. Now we're gonna put the Staff of Ela in here. We're gonna get that. We're gonna go back into alchemizing. We're gonna put the Staff of Ela in here. Gain 4 abilities. This is gonna not really matter. Boom. And this guy now has the 26 poison, 8 stacks of status effects, and 30 damage. Right? We put these back because the game wants me to put them back. And then I'm gonna alchemize this thing again. This thing is gonna gain 4 abilities. This thing is gonna replace 4 abilities, but this is not gonna replace anything because it has the same abilities that this guy has anyway. So he's not gonna, this is not gonna change, but this is gonna get another 26 fire, another 3 damage, another apply 8, and another immune to paralysis. So we're gonna do that. Boom, nice. And now this guy has, look at this, 26 fire, 3 damage, 26 fire. Again, apply 8 and apply 8. And 2 empty slots. The empty slots might stay. This guy has the same abilities it has. So this is now completely and utterly broken in all aspects it could possibly be. I could have actually put this on the second roll around, but I wanted the burn. So we're like a super burn build. Let's go to the next fight, which is going to be most likely our last fight with the dragon egg. I'm starting to feel we're breaking this when it uses remaining cooldown of adjacent allied minions by 0.9 seconds. Deal 7 damage, 50% chance to miss. 50% chance to increase the critical chance of one random adjacent item by 100% for 1 execution. That's very irrelevant. We should destroy this guy. Unless this guy does like 1,000,000 damage. 19 burn. He can crit or he can miss. And he's gone. Hellspawn egg is hatched. And it's now a Hellspawn, an imp. 3.5 seconds cooldown. To adjacent allied items projects 2 fire. Okay, so they're gonna get fire. For each unique status applied in ally 3 stacks of that, immune to paralysis, immune to exhaust, and deal 15 damage. Okay, I mean, it's straight up worse than the dragon. Heal 4 per ally that cling to an item. Apply 1 poison for each time heal was applied. A bit irrelevant. Apply 2 fire and deal 4 R1 damage. I like that. It's free. Sets the cooldown of allied items above equal to this item's cooldown. This has 6.5 second cooldown. And this boy here has 11. So this is extremely busted for what we want it to be. This is really strong. I just found an insanely powerful thing. And I think I'm gonna also put these passives on it. Passive to immune paralysis, apply 16 fire for each unique status applied. Although it's gonna lose its own passive, right? So it might not go that well. Anyway, for now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put you here, we're gonna put you here. And I'm gonna inventory up, so you go here. Now I know how to do the swaps. The imp is not gonna be part of the build for a couple of rounds. Until I find my inventory increase size, which I'm gonna increase below. So I put this thing there. Sets the cooldown of allied items above equal to this item's cooldown 6.5 seconds. You know what? If I transfer... Oh, wait a minute. If I transfer this passive to a small single spot item like this, that has a very small cooldown, like this has 4 second cooldown. Right? Then this thing is gonna have 4 second cooldown. Okay, I'm seeing how the game breaks extremely fast. Artifact is what I would like. Has damage and bleed and paralysis abilities. Wait a minute, I'm immune to paralysis, am I not? Immune to paralysis? We're completely immune to paralysis. Let's go to the paralysis abilities. Now we should be broken. Now we should be completely broken. Deal 7 damage, adjacent minions deal 2 damage. Armor, paralyze 1 random enemy minion, that's not possible, let's go. By the dragon, I'm taking some damage here. Dragon go. Boom, 73 burn, and he's dead already. I just need to survive. Paralyze 2 random enemy minions. Deal 3 damage, increase by 2 each execution. And this has a 3.4 second cooldown. This is it. This is the thing with a 3.4 second cooldown that's gonna get... this thing's sets the cooldown of allies item above to this item's cooldown. That is the play. 6.5. And I'm gonna also use the items and corruption abilities, and we're gonna break the game completely. I want to find the smallest possible cooldown. I'm breaking it. I'm breaking it. We're going for it. Artifacts. That's the altar there on the left. That's what we're gonna get. I'm now only gonna get one. Adds an immovable monolith item to random free space on the combat board. Immovable monolith item. Okay, I'm not even sure what that even is. Allied minions items cooldowns is reduced by 0.3 seconds. Allied non-minion items cooldown is increased by 0.3 seconds. So this is gonna have 0.3 less, and this guy's gonna have 0.3 more. I don't think that really is a good choice. Items can have 1 additional enhancement. I'm gonna get that. This thing still has 2 empty slots. Let's go on the first road. Max life is what I would like. Swarm heal 8. Apply 1 armor, deal 1 damage, critical. Let's go. The moment the dragon attacks, we win anyway. It does like 60 damage and 80 burn. Boom. Oh, he's alive. Dead. 122 burn after that. Okay, heal 6, apply 8 fire, becomes exhausted after 2 executions. Ah, if it was immune to exhaustion. I could have put this item on the legendary. This would be the perfect swap there. But this guy's immune to paralysis, not exhaustion. Inflicts 4 damage on self. Definitely no, it has a 3.2 second cooldown though. Applies 2 armor per allied item. I don't enjoy any of these, honestly. Let's just sell the one that is the most expensive. Okay. Resurrection Altar, max health increase. I'm gonna go with max health increase. Resurrection Altar is if you die, you get another revive, I think. Let's go max health. 50 max health is a bit dangerous. I don't want to explode randomly. 15 coins for 35 max health, instant take. And this is the boss. Can I beat the boss with my build? So what does the boss do for starters? Apply 23 armor if 25 or more damage was taken since last execution. To adjacent allies items, apply 3 fire. Projects to adjacent items to apply 3 fire. Projects to adjacent ally items to heal for 3. And that's it, and 10 armor. This is heal 5, this is heal 6. This is a 2.9 second cooldown, by the way. And he's gonna give them all fire and healing. And that happens every time he fires. So every 6.7 seconds, this guy gives them fire and healing. So these are gonna start healing and firing more and more and more. Deal 2 damage and heal for the damage dealt. A lot of life on this guy. Heal 1 per allied item above damage, above passive. Through all these 3 other chemical items, project passive immune to paralysis. 7 damage, projects to adjacent allies, minions, deal 2 damage. Okay, this guy is just gonna project a bunch of passives on everything he has. We're gonna just try to burn him to death. That's the main thing we do. Okay, he has 137 flames. Look at the flames going on. And yes, we won. I survived. Very nice. And he gave us Soul of Mayor Albert. Alchemy adds the following abilities to all allied items. Innate, apply 8 armor. Alchemy adds the following abilities to all allied items. Innate. The above is... No, it didn't say all. Alchemy adds innate 8 armor and adds innate project to adjacent allied items heal 2. Okay, this has a 1 second cooldown, by the way. But I think it's gonna burn itself. It doesn't count as an item. I think I'm gonna just throw away the Skeleton Warrior. I don't think it really matters. We're gonna get the Albert Soul when we get a level up here. I would say the place to go below, obviously, to get more out of this. And the main idea is I want to put the Reach of Apostate below my dragon. We got a shop here, which we have a decent amount of money, I think, and an artifact, and then an item upgrader. Max health, though, still seems more safe. So the first thing we want to do is, I think alchemy items delete themselves, right? So this is not going to be a 4-second cooldown item. It's a 6.5. Oh, it's a 6.5 because this is here. Wait a minute. This is like bugged like crazy. This is a 1-second cooldown, and this is a 3.5-second cooldown. Oh, 3.5-second cooldown. Wait a minute. If this gets this passive and I put it below here, it's gonna be completely insane. For now, I need a small item to get this thing's passive, right? For example, if I do this, it hits everything above. Okay, crazy. If I do this, I guess I don't have another item here. This is an item. 3.4-second cooldown. This is it. This is it. Forget the 3.5. Okay, so right now what's happening is, because if I do this and force what I want, then I have a 44% chance to gain a corrupt ability. If I do this, then, well, this is gonna replace both of its abilities. One's gonna be this ability, the other one's gonna be this ability. And this is gonna get one ability replaced, the one it has, which is gonna be random between all of these guys and this guy. But what I can do to force this thing getting the upgrade which I want, right? I can just get this thing. Alchemy items cannot gain corrupt abilities. So this is not gonna be corrupted, and it's gonna get this one ability, sets the cooldown to above item to this things, and this is gonna just gain the deal 3 damage, increase by 2 each execution. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna alchemize here, and that should break the game on the spot, as far as I understand what's happening. Yep, this thing has a 3.4 second cooldown, sets the cooldown of the allied items above equal to this item's cooldown. This goes here, boom, that is broken. And yeah, the game just broke instantly. This has a 3.4 second cooldown. The dragon is a 3.4 second cooldown item. And I have 3 more spots here, which I could put this in. And the dragon's gonna have 6.5, and the staff's gonna have 6.5. This is 5.3 normally. So we're just gonna let this be on the back line. I don't really care. To be honest, I should have also put this in. Yeah, that was a mistake. I should have also put this in when I did the previous thing. Because if I do it now, I'm gonna get corrupted. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake. This is gonna join later. I'm in no rush. This definitely stays as is. This is never gonna get alchemized again ever. This is the best part, the most powerful item we have. How much money do I have? I have 28 coins, so a shop is a good choice, but I would like to go for the max life, to be honest. Because the only way we die is if we get one shot. Otherwise, opponents should be dying very fast. Especially because I have the double every 5 times fire damage dealt. It doesn't matter what you do at this point. We have a dragon that fires every 3.4. Boom. And 200, and you're gone. Bye. Oh, wow. Do you see how much damage this guy did to us? We could have died. Oh, we got our dragon. Are you insane? Is there a combining? I'm not sure if there was a combining. I would like to alchemize the dragon into the other dragon so that I get my abilities back, right? Doesn't matter though. Because getting back the damage, fire, poison, immunity is really strong in comparison to having immune to paralyze twice. But I have this unique apply 8 stacks. But is that even strong enough, right? I also found that what this applies your fire. Fire applied grows by 2 each time the enemy heals. The enemy heals. And Nate, sometimes steer beneath the... First of all, this... I can add this thing to the dragon. The dragon has 2 empty slots I'm not really using right now. So if I find something with 1 good ability, I can just transfer it. Confuse random enemy... You know what? I don't enjoy any of these. Let's just get the 5 coins. Let's go with the next combat. Let's fight. I don't have an item down here. I need a sideways item. 102 flames, 174, and he's gone. And he's gonzo. I think this is a sideways item. Alchemy. No abilities of bottom adjacent non-rage unless will be replaced by alchemy. Oh, this... No abilities of bottom adjacent non-rage elements will be replaced. So this guy's not gonna replace anything. That's how we do that. Remove all abilities from all items. Once again, no. Paralyze 2 random enemy minion items for 2 seconds. Confuse 2 random enemy items. What is confuse? Confuses 2 random enemy items. Confuses. Confuse items inflict 5 self-damage when they execute. Prevents effect from acting. Okay, if I... So this is 2 random enemy minions get stunned for 2.6 seconds. If I put that ability on this thing, because this has 2 slots, right? And these are 2 abilities. So I can theoretically put this ability on that, but practically I cannot. I can. I have the Orchid. I think I'm gonna do Orchid. We're gonna make the board bigger. We're gonna put a Legendary Drake plus Voodoo Doll. And most likely plus this. Adds the following ability to all items. Right? Even if I don't do that, I can still just transfer the paralyzed to random items and confuse random items to the dragon. That's just... That alone is good enough. So I'm gonna open the inventory. We're gonna send the Orchid over there. So this becomes bigger. Nice, I'm gonna get this thing. Which is stun 2 items and confuse 2 items. Done. So this guy just gains 2 abilities. This guy, I don't really care. I could... What is this gonna do if this joins? Gains 2 abilities and trades 2 abilities. So this thing actually adds abilities, forced abilities. So I don't really want to use that at all. Projects heal items. Innate, apply 8 armor. No, I'm okay with this. I want the paralyzed 2 random enemies and 2 random enemies get confused. And this thing is then gonna become useless. And this guy just got... yeah, it just got the ability. 2 random enemies for 3.4 seconds. And 6 random enemies get confused. So we pretty much debuff everything. And this has a 3.4 second cooldown, so it's gonna stun 2 things for its own duration. This does 18 fire, immune to paralysis, 18 damage, another 18 fire, and 4 status effect copying. This is better than this right now. This has a 5.9 second cooldown. This has a 23%. Yeah, this is actually better than that. Wow. Okay. We're becoming really busted really fast. Max health. That is the path I wanted to go for. the big one. We have the money. Nice. It's important to not die. I would like to go enchant, whatever. Has paralysis is irrelevant to us, therefore we're gonna go the paralysis path. Let's go fight. Confusion, stun, and you're done. Once again, it seems to be important to have max life. We would have died if I didn't have it. Apply 3 poison. This thing... By the way, echo on this thing, since the cooldown, that's relevant. Legendary deal 1 true damage per 3 poison damage dealt since last execution. So if I do 3D poison, it's 10 true damage. Is it even important? It feels like it's not important. Apply 4 fire. I want the sideways item. Passive, increase the critical chance of allied minions item to the left by 25%. Projects to 1 right adjacent item, alchemical item, echo. This is not an alchemical item, this is useless. Alchemical item is the... Passive, increase the critical chance of allied minions to the left by 25. Come on, man. Come on, man. Money, I guess. Apply fire, apply poison. These two are literally the same thing. This has 2.6 second cooldown. This can be... If it takes this passive... Ooh. 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 I'm taking this. Because if I get a board increase, I'm gonna go down. And I'm gonna put the skeleton mage to get this thing's passive. Sets the cooldown of allied items above equal this item's cooldown. And this thing is gonna have a 2.6. It's gonna hit that. I found the bustedness. I found how we're gonna break it. I found how we're gonna break it even further. Max health and enchant. This is the path. This is guaranteed the path. Fight. Oop, stun like the whole board. And you're gone. 200. This we're busted. We broke the game very fast. Another hellspawn egg. That's money, by the way. Apply 2 armor plus 1 additional armor if there is an adjacent minion for each time damage was taken last turn. I like that. It has a 2.3 second cooldown, by the way. This is 2.6. This is better. So I can trade this thing's passive for this thing's passive. Deal 14 damage. I don't care. We're gonna get this and we're gonna put that here. It is adjacent to 1, so I'm gonna gain armor. Let's go enchant. Nice. We're gonna go enchanting. So passive reduce cooldown by 0.7 seconds. I think that is irrelevant. But if I put it here, ooh, wait a minute. I'm thinking if this has like a 1.5 second cooldown and it gets this thing's passive, although we have like an insane high chance to corrupt them because we don't have the anti-corrupt thing. When the item becomes exhausted random, definitely, who cares? Convert 0.5 damage of the thing dealt to bleed. No. I would say reduce the cooldown by 0.7 on the mausoleum key. And then I'm gonna try to go for reagents on the map. So that I find the it cannot get corrupted reagent. And then we're gonna combine these two. And this thing sets the cooldown, is gonna get transferred to this thing. And then everything's broken. I think that's what we're gonna do. The other choice is to just go for this and cut the 0.7 right now from the build. But I think I'm gonna go for the super deep dive on this idea. 1.6 second cooldown on this thing. So now it just needs to get the reagent upgrade. Get max life, 15 coins. Very nice, 160 now. Great item. Board size is becoming bigger. What is this gonna even gain? It's a passive. I don't think passives really gain anything. Can it lose the passive? It might lose the passive now that I'm thinking about this. No, this is like a locked passive, and this is a skill passive. Can this go higher? Nope, it's maxed. Well, I'm pretty sure this is gonna stay in the build. You know, I'm about to get the board increase, and I'm gonna go downward. So I'm gonna definitely put this on the board. And therefore I should level this thing up, to be completely honest. To adjacent item allies, projects to fire. Each unique status effect, apply 3, immune to paralysis, immune to burn, and deal 3 damage. Projecting fire is better, or just doing 8, you know, this is better. This is better, it does 18 and 18 fire and 18 damage, and it is completely insane. It's gonna be like 20-20, yeah, 20 fire, 20 fire, 21 fire, like, it's insane. It's just joints. Heal and fire items, and board increase coming up. We should be winning here. 1. I also apply like, whatever that debuff is. And he's gone. Money gained. Remove all abilities from all items. No. Alchemy adjacent non-rage items will not be altered by alchemy. Deal 4 damage. That's a scribe again. 4 damage, increased by 3 by each execution. And this is actually a level 3 scrap. So I'm gonna get that and it's gonna drain the build. We're gonna go increase board size. We're gonna go downward. Because that fits. Or upward for that matter, but we're gonna go downward. Nice. And now I'm gonna do the following. You join with dual joints. First of all, there is a secondary build, which would be this. Bring this down, bring this here, and this over. And now this says 3.4 seconds on that, and this says 3.4 seconds to the above, and now both of these have 3.4 seconds cooldown. Oh, wait a minute. Why does this not have it? Excuse me. Sets the cooldown of allied items above. Becomes 6.5, this becomes... Oh, this hits through. Ah, okay, then this is completely out of the window. This hits above twice, the whole line. That's good to know. That it hits the whole line. Voodoo Doll goes here. 3.4 seconds cooldown, this is 1.6. I would like this to be adjacent to... yeah, if I go one line below, then this is gonna go here. This is 2.6. The other choice is to go with the Scarab. So this does 4 damage, increased by 3 each execution. Cooldown of 3.4, and this is 4 fire. I would like to say 4 fire because I'm a fire build. So you go here, and you go here. Very nice. 2.4, 1.6, 1.6, 1. Okay, nice. I think we're good here. And this thing also does fire. And this is adjacent to minion, right? There's a minion. Yep, that's a minion. Passive, reduce cooldown by 0.0. Apply 2 armor plus 1 additional armor if there is an adjacent minion. It just needs to have 1 adjacent minion. But just to make it guarantee that it has... Is this a minion? That's not even a minion, so it doesn't matter. Over here, there's a minion. We're good. We're good. Let's go. We're good and we're broken. Has damage, projectile, project, and swarm. Damage, heal, and swarm. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're pretty busted. End it. Boom. Bye-bye. 273 flames, and you're gone. So the flames, by the way, trigger faster for each flames you have. Another dragon. Level 3, by the way. Armor, and adds the following. Ability to allied items, apply 1 fire. A bit irrelevant. I think we're just gonna once again sell this. I don't think this can become... Yeah, we're gonna sell this. Max health. We have the money, I would assume. Yep, we have 27. I continue with just as much as possible. A passive or upgrade an item. And an artifact. Otherwise, this path. What am I looking for? I'm looking for reagents. This guy is selling reagents. So I would say enhance for a free passive. And then go to the shop. Let's go for that. Enhance for a free passive on an item. Damage dealt to... Converts damage dealt to armor. Echo. Reduce the cooldown by 0.7. Okay. Can this happen twice? I'm going a bit all in on the whole idea of this. Can I happen this twice? Because if this... Wait, I have a thing, right? Items can have 1 additional enchantment. If I go another 0.7 on this thing... I'm YOLOing it. 0.9 on this thing. Which, by the way, just gives us armor right now. I'm gonna go to the shop, hoping that the reagents that the shop's gonna sell us is gonna give us the you cannot get corrupted, and then I'm gonna transfer this passive to this passive, and then it's over. Okay. And he's gone. I'm also gaining a decent amount of armor from this. Armor plus 1 additional armor if there is an adjacent minion for each time damage was taken. What is this? Wyvern Hatchling. Apply 5 fire. Fist of Anger. Delay damage paralysis 1 random item for 1.3 seconds. Gain 15 crit chance for 1 execution for each time paralysis was applied since last execution. Okay. And whatever. I'm gonna just go for money. I don't think I'm gonna change the build whatsoever. Is there a reagent on the map? No. So we're gonna go shopping. There is a relic and then a upgrade there, which is insane, of course. But I want this. Alchemical reagent. What are the passives? Allied 1x1 items gain additional ability slot, but allied 1x1 items cooldown increased by... Oh no. Reagents have a turn chance to apply twice. You know what? We're gonna just get the reagents. Give me... Ah, we didn't get what I wanted. Adds the following ability to allies on the left edge of the board. Echo. Guaranteed echo trigger. Alchemy, no fire abilities of adjacent items will be replaced. That's really good. Adjacent non-reagent items will not be altered by alchemy. Adjacent non-reagent items. Okay, you know what? I have an idea here. I definitely want one of these. And the rest is money. Hey, shop. First of all, he is selling enchant and upgrade. I'm thinking the following. We do this. 0.9. Right now, 50% chance to corrupt, right? 50% chance to corrupt again. Let me put this here. 28% chance to corrupt. Items again, additional 50% crit chance. Adds the following ability to highlight items. Alchemy, adjacent non-reagent items. It's not adjacent. 15% chance to corrupt. No fire abilities will be replaced. Adjacent, doesn't matter. And now they're not gonna corrupt. And they're gonna transfer each ability. This guy's gonna get the cooldown thing, and this guy's gonna get the armor thing. Right? Oh, this has to be alone. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Alchemy has the following ability to ally items on the left edge of the board. Okay, this joins. Adds the following ability. I don't want to get echo. You guys can go to the right side of the board. Yeah, so that's done. I need more items that do nothing. Not this one. Adds the following ability to all items. No. No fire abilities will be replaced. That's okay. 28%. Alchemy items getting crit chance. Is that gonna replace them? I'm not sure. I feel like this is gonna replace them. Okay, so this is how we're gonna do it, right? We're gonna have just a bunch of small items that do nothing be put in, and then it's gonna be a guarantee to make us not lose the passives. So let's have those items at the top so I can find them faster, I guess. Okay, let's go back to the shop. Reagents have trend chance apply one item twice, okay. Item, poison, apply 6 poison instead of an adjacent item is poison. Healing. No fire abilities of adjacent items will... You know what? That is what I want, right? I don't want this. I'm not gonna use this. Apply the armor and heal. So let's sell this for 2 coins. Is there a reroll? There is no reroll. So I need to buy this item. 15 coins for the thing. Nah. I think we're good. Let's see, is this gonna be enough? By the way, I can just click and send them. And then also send this and this. Is this 15%? I don't want to risk this. No, we definitely don't want to risk getting corrupted passives. Whatever, let's go. I just need to find 1 reagent. Contains 4 items, 3 will be chosen. Guaranteed ritual, guaranteed fire, guaranteed fungus. I'm gonna say just get 3 items, make good money. The build is ready, like the build is done. Armor, whatever. Project stylus item, echo. Okay, I mean it's good, but buy. Alchemy. Adjacent non-reagents item will not be altered. Perfect. Perfect. Are we done this time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2. Is it 50? Nice. Nice. So, no fire abilities of adjacent. None is adjacent. Adjacent area does not adjacent. No fire adjacent, non-adjacent, non-adjacent. Adds the following ability to the left of the board. Echo doesn't matter to us. Adjacent non-reagent items will not be altered. Perfect. And this guy says 1 ability will be replaced. And this guy says 1 ability. So if I take this out, it should say none. Yeah, here it says nothing will be replaced. And if I do this, this also says nothing will be replaced. Perfect. And that just showcases that that these 2 will swap abilities. So this guy's gonna gain the 2 armor. Actually, this guy's gonna gain the 2 armor, and this guy's gonna get sets the cooldown. And that should now completely break the game. Yes, sets the cooldown of above items to equal to this thing, 0.9. And this guy gets the armor thing, which might as well hit here. It's above. So this is also 0.9. And now that I'm thinking about this, I should have gone with the sideways dog, because I could have taken this guy out, put this guy here, and put the sideways salamander here. The 2-spotter. So I will need to search for a sideways thing now. And this has a 0.9 second cooldown. I mean, if this is not the most broken thing that this game has to offer, then I don't know what is. Also, I think instead of going for the armor gain, I'm gonna go with deal 4 damage and increase it by 3 its execution. This has a 0.9 second cooldown. So we should be completely broken in all aspects possible. Let's go Resurrection Altar. See how exactly this thing works. What? There is no way I'm gonna get this. The sacrifice is not great enough. Add more items. So I need to add a bunch of items into this so I gain the revive. I don't care about the revive. We're not gonna die. We broke the game in 50 ways. This has 0.97 cooldown and it does all of this. So there is no way we're winning. We're gonna go skipping 85 coins. Crow. Should have gone for the fight, of course. In hindsight, doesn't really matter though. We broke it. It's over. Bye-bye. Boom, boom, boom. Dead. That's how all the fights are gonna go from here on out. Fire. Projects to adjacent allied items. Heal 4. Actually, that's the play. Apply 11 armor. That's the play. That's the play. Because if I get this, and instead of going for the damage, I go for the projects healing. Right? This now is every 0.9 seconds. All the items around get for healing. And that means that I'm gonna also heal a bunch very fast. I'm gonna also scale healing pretty much. I don't think anybody has us. 3 damage, allied weapon, doesn't matter, man. We have a 0.3 second cooldown dragon. And I do actually heal also. It's over, it's over. Oh, nothing really matters anymore. Alchemy adds the following ability to all allied items, heal 10. Innate. Okay. I would say I should go downward, because the more downward I go, the more the cooldown setting thing can hit. So let's go board down. Right? We're gonna go inventory, now we're gonna go you go down. And you go over, and now this crazy thing has a cooldown of 0.9, so this also does fire and fire damage, and also applies status effects of the status effect applied. Adjacent items gain healing. That's so irrelevant at this point. It doesn't even matter. If anything, I would say this guy goes away. Nice, this joins. Projects to adjacent allies apply to fire for each unique status effect, immune to paralysis, immune to that, but whatever. Also part of the build, I guess. You can go... No, it's okay. And you can go one down. So that this thing projects healing to everything around it. Insane. 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 By the way, I can copy this thing's ability again, right? Sets the cooldown of allied items equal to this item's cooldown. Yeah, I can do that again. I don't think it really... I need to, though. I think we're good. Theoretically, I could fit something. I think we're good. Let's go upgrade items. The dragon is maxed out, right? Nice. What does this gain? I would like to know what this gains. It's level 2, though. I would assume it gains nothing. I think the safest choice is the voodoo doll. Just more fire. And more damage and more debuffs. Upgrade again, and then echo. Whoa, this is so good. Upgrade, echo, upgrade. Let's do the voodoo doll again. Should become legendary, right? Or just level 5, I'm not sure. Just level 5. I'm not sure how you make something legendary. We're gonna go enhance. The dragon, I would assume. Increase the selling price by 10. Immune to paralysis. Convert fire damage to healing. These are extremely bad. Immune to paralysis. Everything is already immune to paralysis. Actually bad. Plus 10 coins. Feels like plus 10 coins is the play. Ah, plus 10 coins. And then just sell this. What a bad choice. I could go shop again. We have a decent amount of money, and the shop sells artifacts. So I think we're gonna go this path and shop for the artifacts. Upgrade's okay. I mean, what am I talking about? We can go this path for the shop. Upgrade. Can this go legendary? It can. Or not. This is level 6. Oh, 6 is the max. Okay. Didn't realize. Off to the left we shall go. And there are artifacts later down the road. Guys, you don't have us. You don't attack fast enough by... Unless you one-shot us with 200 damage in a single hit, it's just not happening. Heal 1.25 of the bleed stacks. Swarm deals 6 damage. Every third execution deal damage equal to the damage dealt by this item the previous 2 executions. Poison, bleed. Poison. Absorb up to 4 random abilities from enemy items on combat start if this item is on the top edge of the board. Absorb. So that means copy. I can have this at the top of the board. And just fire random stuff, I guess. So now I'm thinking... We have 2 spots, right? So I should be able to reorganize in a way. Or don't sell. Like this. And then I can, example, put this here. And it's gonna be at the top of the... No. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stick to what works. And this thing works right now. I'm not gonna really change anything. Let's just go win. We broke the game. It's enough. What is this? The 6 damage... No. 3 normal, no. 6 damage and heal damage dealt. Temporary make the board bigger. There's your next shelter, who cares? Max life. Once again, the only way we can die is getting 1 shot. Every 75 blood spent grants a resurrection stone. I should have bought that a bit earlier. All allied items with empty ability slots gain innate damage when spending a resurrection stone. You know what? Give me spending money gives rest stones. Let's go. Should have bought that earlier, but it's okay. Artifacto. Allied minions is reduced by 0.3. Non-allied increased by 0.3. Is this a minion? No, it's not. So it's gonna become bigger and it's gonna make everything bigger. Whenever status is applied, there is a 30% chance it will be transformed to a different status. Nope, I'm sticking to flame. Reduce alchemy cost by 1. Might as well. Might as well. It costs 5, now it's gonna cost 4. Alchemy reagents. Bigger boards coming up, by the way. Yes, I don't want another one of these. Remove all abilities from items, not really. Adds the following ability to all allied items. No fire abilities will change, yeah. No poison abilities will change, definitely. No fire abilities will change, yes. Apply burn, I would say relevant. And deleting all abilities, might as well get this. Enchant. It might roll an echo or something good. Applied paralysis duration is increased by 1.5. This guy has paralysis. Wow, insane. Old poison is increased by 2. Echo. No, we're gonna go on you. The applied paralysis duration is increased by 1.5. Yeah. And this has it twice, by the way. Innate paralyzed enemy minions for 3.4, and then at the very bottom, paralyzed 2 random enemies, but on 3.4. This is... What is even happening, man? What is even happening? Can I really not fit another item in here? I think no. We're gonna go this path. By the way, there are like so many other paths we've never seen. I like how the thing goes. I should go left, but I should actually go down, right? Because once again, the more items we have above this mausoleum key, the better. And we're gonna put the absorb 4 enemy items. I should have pressed above, by the way. Because now I'm gonna have to transfer these by hand. Hold on. There you go. And then we're gonna put the mimic here. So the mimic now has 0.9 cooldown. Absorbs up to 4 random abilities from enemies on combat. Nice. I can put the fire on the mimic. That could be an easy choice. So it also burns a bunch. But I don't think it really matters. You go here. And we're good to go. Why is this combat like flippity flipping? Let's go with this one. Relic is there. You don't have me, man. Boom, boom. What does this copy? So this copied projects to ritual relic items holy. Absorbs passive gain 25% critical chance per allied item on the board. Absorb if enemy board has armor, gain harms and crit chance. Absorbed up to 4 random enemy abilities from the enemy. Yeah, that's what it absorbed. Apply 7 armor for each time fire was applied since last execution. Okay, this passive should go on the mimic. Reduce the remaining cooldown of 5 random adjacent ally items with a fire ability by 0.5 of this item's cooldown. Reduce the remaining cooldown of 5 random adjacent items. So this is every time it fires. Every time this fires, reduce the remaining cooldown of 5 random allied items with a fire ability by 0.5 of this item's cooldown. Okay. I mean, is the Mimic innate? This is just a passive. This can go instead of the Skeleton Mage. But I think Lantern on the Mimic is the play. Right? So that I apply so much burn, and we pretty much also have infinite armor, infinite healing. I think that's the play. This. Okay, so the play now is Mimic plus Lantern. And 38% of Corrupt. We're gonna go with Crit Chance. This should not change anything, right? Yep, doesn't change anything. No fire abilities of adjacent items, doesn't matter. And no fire abilities of adjacent items, doesn't matter. And this once again does not say the word, is not gonna change anything. Because if I, for example, put this in, it's gonna now say, will gain 1 ability. Right, here it doesn't gain any ability, so the only ability it's gonna gain is this one. Nice, send it. Yep. Nice, and this has the 7 armor and absorb 5. And wait, absorb is? Passive absorb 4. Yo, the absorb happens again. Absorb up to 4 random abilities from enemy item in combat. Start if this item is on the top of the edge. Is this gonna just take more and more? I don't think it's gonna take more and more. I think it's gonna change the absorbed ones. I cannot really know, of course. We're gonna go this path. How much money do I have? I have 9 coins. I don't have that much. The other choice is to go booster to get the money. And then go artifact here and then shop. I do enjoy the enchantment as an idea though. How much does the run even have more? If your board contains only Reaper weapons, all allied weapons gain crit chance, multiple radio, and echo. Wow, insane that this exists. Allied 1x1 slot, nope. Gain 1 damage after each combat victory. This damage is applied to any minion if it is the only minion. I have 2 minions, right? 1, 2. I have too many minions. 3. Yeah, we have too many minions. Let's roll away. Actually, no, that's bad. First of all of these are debuffs. 1 damage after each combat. This damage is applied to any minion if it is the only minion on the board. I don't enjoy any of these. Let's throw this away. I don't think it's gonna join. Let's roll away. Donk. All allied items with empty ability slots gain innate damage when spending Resurrection Stone. Once again, no. On combat start, increase the cooldown of 1 random enemy item by 8 seconds. Insane. It breaks the item. Applied. Allied weapons items have a cooldown increase by 0.3, 10% crit chance. No, we're gonna go with... Wait a minute, is this a weapon? No, it's not. We're gonna go with 1 enemy item is out of the game. Now I don't want to go here, but this is completely useless, so let's go enchant. I'm not gonna have the money, that's why. Fire becomes heal. Damage becomes bleed. After damage becomes bleed. Crit chance by 10%. Let's go 10% crit chance. This has 50% crit chance. Make it 60. Yeah. And it's a passive that's written on it. Dropping with no money. Unless there's some kind of insane relic. Take damage equal to 1 less than current health on combat start and apply armor equal to damage. That's gonna kill us if opponent is a poison build. Paralyze a random enemy minion for 10 seconds when combat start. That literally takes it out of the build. Altar, level up. No, I think I'm gonna have to spend too much things. 2 coins, 3 coins. What is this? Alchemy. What is this? Plague Mask. 8 poison to self. Heal 5 per poison damage taken since last execution. Okay. Corpse pile. Reduce remaining cooldown of 1 random allied minion item on the bottom edge of the board by 0.3 seconds. By 3 seconds. Apply it poison if this item's cooldown is 3 or greater. I think I want this, but I don't have the money anyway. Let's go. Wait. Bye-bye. Boom, 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 boom. Done. So did this actually get other? Converts damage to fire. Heal 4 for each time opponent applied poison since last execution. Reduce the remaining cooldown of this item by 0.1 seconds whenever an allied damage deals once. Heal 4. Yep, it just absorbs other stuff. Innate sometimes steers beneath the flesh. Infuse 5 random enemy items. You know. Adds the following ability to all items. Burn. No. I guess I'm just gonna steer the flesh. I don't know. Paralysis innate, paralysis project, paralysis innate, I don't know. We're about to win the game. This is bye. 900 burn, man. What am I even watching at this point? What am I even doing? Abomination. Projectile to adjacent allies, weapon items, apply 6 bleed. I don't care. Apply 5 armor plus 1 additional if next to minion. No fire abilities of adjacent items. But you know what? 5 armor plus adjacent minion. This is a minion. This is a minion. Everything's a minion. So it's good where it is. Enhance. Enchant. Enhance. Enchant. I hope there was an endless because we broke the game completely. Crit chance 10%. 0.7 cooldown. And crit multiplier 0.5. I mean, how many passives can it normally have? Would be so nice. Okay, I'm gonna press increase crit multiplier by 0.5. 0% crit chance, 45% crit chance. Let's increase this thing's crit multiplier. Why not? Why not? Let's go. Let's go fight the final boss. Which is gonna be a joke, of course. Here's a cathedral. Innate, reduce the remaining cooldown of this item by 1 second whenever an allied Dereri item, clergy item executes. Heal for 0.5 damage dealt on dead items, last execution. Bro, you're not gonna play, this has 7 seconds cooldown. Legendary Archangel Melzkel. Applies 53% blind to all enemy minions. For 2 executions. Apply 14 holy to self, deal damage, heal for holy stacks. Nothing is gonna fire, man. You're gonna die instantly. So long, sucker. Boom. Run away. Let's play at normal speed. Boom. 970. Boom. 1000 and he's gone. And I didn't even lose life. I didn't even lose life. We destroyed the game. First run ever, by the way. I mean, I did a test run to see how the game plays, but otherwise, first run ever. This is insane. The combat luck doesn't even matter. Damage dealt 6,500. Fire damage dealt 1,000. No, that's the last one, right? No way I only did 1,100 fire damage. I guess because I didn't have enough life. Fire applied 7,000. Most fire stacks 1,027. This is the seed if you want to also play this most broken thing ever. The game is a free demo playtest right now, so you can also play it. So if you want to have the same run, here you go. Copy this, play the run. Insane. 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 Completely and utterly insane. The most broken thing ever. Easy win. Are there difficulties though? Did we unlock anything? Oh, we got a new character, the courier. There are difficulties. Nope, I cannot change them. Yeah, you cannot change them right now, I guess. What does the courier do? Heal is no longer restored after combat or events. All items gain heal that increase for each time the item has been alchemized. Okay. Deal 3 damage and heal the same amount. Deal 3 damage and heal the same amount. We have a syringe and a leech. 2 different items doing the same thing. One poisons, one doesn't do anything. And project 2 allied items, heal 2. 2 adjacent items, heal 2. Okay, so it's a self-healing build. I like that idea. And then there are different characters here that you can unlock. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. And these are pretty much everything I've found. Can I take these away? These are all the items I have found. I thought I found more in this one. I guess not. Item bundles. Unlocked by applying 5,000 poison in a single run. Could have had this. There is no burn alternative? Come on, man. I did the craziest burn ever. There are item bundles that I've not even unlocked. That's unfair. We could have easily gotten this on a burn. On a burn related one. I'm just running through here. Just to get all the things going. I don't think you gain anything from this. And what do you gain from characters? Unlocked by completing a run without dying. Unlocked by default. Unlocked by acquiring 100 undead items. Unlocked by applying 20,000 poison. Unlocked by winning a round difficulty 4. But I'm not allowed to change difficulties. So how is that gonna happen? No difficulty modifier selected. Oh! Oh! Unlock after winning on difficulty 1, after 2, 3. Okay, okay, okay. Elite enemies appear in the world. Perfect. That's actually perfect. I would have preferred this, if anything. This was the most crazy run I've ever saw in my life. And obviously I can now repeat the whole idea of when you find the item that says items above get cooldown reduction, you just put that on a small cooldown item and you win the game. What an insane game. Alchemortis. If you guys enjoyed, I'm gonna play more. So comment down below and like the video so it gets traction. The more traction it gets, the higher the chance I'm gonna play more of this. It might not happen tomorrow because I'm pre-recording a lot of these. So I will have recorded other things in between now for me and whenever tomorrow for you is. But when I become aware that you guys enjoy this, that's when I'm gonna start shooting videos, if you enjoy this. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. As always, thanks for watching, and see you guys around.